evening from Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, they love Rocky and stories of redemption here in Philadelphia. Right now, the Sixers with a brand new outlook.
And with this town just winning the 2018 Super Bowl, they've been donned with a new nickname, Titletown USA. Maybe an NBA championship on the horizon?
Something tells me they're tired of watching the same video of Dr. J on the parade float. Won by the Memphis Grizzlies. Lynn to Rodney Hood. Here comes the screen. Joel Embiid rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Runner here won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Shot from the lane won't go. Short jumper off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Lynn with it. Trailing by 4. Joel Embiid. Huge block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Simmons with it. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Shot won't go. The follow won't go either. Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Lynn with it. Down 6. To Valanciunas. Gets it in the left corner. Wide open look won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second guess your shot. You've had 3 wide open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still keep hunting your shot.
Lynn to Jackson. To Jaren Jackson. Here's a chance from long range. Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
Josh Jackson to Lynn. Joel Embiid swats in. That's his 3rd block this evening. Simmons into the front court. Up by 3. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First try, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Grizzlies own the basketball. To Valanciunas. Joel Embiid sends it away. 4th this contest. The shot clock expires. Jay, what's the next step for Ben Simmons?
MVP, Ed. To win the MVP. But perception is reality. And I've been hearing this stuff from a lot of people who have been watching Ben Simmons show out this past summer on IG. Ben Simmons needs to get back to the lab, stay in the gym, continue to work on that jump shot, because this is still a team that lost 1-4 to the Celtics without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Leads 4. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's now 4 for 6.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Hood. Here comes the screen. To Jackson. And He buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number one, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number two, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number three, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. Ben Simmons trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Simmons converts the three-point play. The Sixers increase the lead. Memphis, they've got it. To Kyle Anderson. Here comes the screen. Over to the right side. Fires the three. Rebound Horford. Tyus Jones pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
From the painted area, won't go down. Not that time. And the rebound taken in by Memphis. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. We're through one at Wells Fargo Center with the Sixers on top. Jay and I return to Philadelphia after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Sixers control it. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lin with it. His team down 9. Anderson to Jeremy Lin. Grayson Allen. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a chance. Crowder's shot won't fall.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything. That's why shots aren't dropping.
To Horford. Doesn't get the bounce. The follow won't go either. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
There's a natural tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting.
Got it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lin with it. Right now, down 7. Screen coming. Lin. To Kyle Anderson. Fires the three. Can't blame the defense. Anderson finds a way to hit the three.
Ugh, did you see the way the ball came off his hands? Not the best form in the world, but it is where it is. Count it. Maybe just don't count on it all the time.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Cleans it up. Valanciunas there for the board. Lynn with it. Down 4. Ben Simmons snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
And draws the foul.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots, shooting 66% in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Grizzlies at the controls right now. Lynn to Rodney Hood. Lynn to Rodney Hood. 5 on the shot clock. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Simmons with it. Leads 3. To Tobias Harris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Cleans it up. The rebound's pulled down by the Grizzlies. To Rodney Hood. Whoa! Gets to the rim and they'll count the basket. 2 steps or 5 steps. I don't know, Jay. It looked good.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession.
Oh, good defense by Memphis as they come up with the steal. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Embiid to Richardson. Sixers finally break through. 52 wins last year. But, Jay, where do they factor in a top-heavy Atlantic division?
I still see this team finishing on the outside looking in. What I mean by outside is the 2 or 3 spot. I think this is Boston's division to lose, Boston's conference to lose. But still, the question mark still is around Ben Simmons and his ability to shoot the ball down the stretch.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Lynn to Rodney Hood. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Josh Jackson to Rodney Hood. Beyond the arc for 3. Hood when he's open and when he's not. So dangerous.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, though.
It's Grizzlies ball. Lynn to Valanciunas. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Grizzlies. Simmons to Tobias Harris. For 3, they snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. Lynn with it. The margin is 2. Halftime on the horizon. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
I see this happen so much in the game. Just because a guy beats you off the dribble doesn't mean that you need to quit on the play. Stay in there, continue to be physical, even if you're behind the play.
Lynn with it. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Screen coming. 15-footer at the buzzer with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. And while it's not a big deficit, they should pretend like they're getting blown out. They benefit from that kind of mentality in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets. The Grizzlies will start the third quarter with a tie on the scoreboard. The long-range shooting has been outstanding, and if they can keep it up, it's going to open up more things for them offensively. Have a look at the leading scorers.
Game track. Bench points.
This is a game where the bench guys deserve a bit of the spotlight. The thing is, you need a spotlight big enough for the reserves on both squads. This is a game that's been all about the depth in the depth chart.
Player of the half.
Simmons did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Was cold.
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All even to the first half of play as we get rolling once again here in the third quarter. Into the front court comes Smith. Our score all even in this third quarter. Josh Richardson. Smothering D. Lynn with it. Looking to make something happen. And a chance coming up at the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Jeremy Lin, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Whoa, what a finish.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Memphis with the rock. Here comes the screen. Lynn to Valanciunas and stuffs it home.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. At this juncture, he's shooting 60% from the line. Count it. Old-fashioned three-point play. Lynn with it. His guys now down by a point. Josh Jackson. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Grizzlies retain the possession. Josh Jackson to Lynn. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Josh Richardson trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. Can't convert this. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Grizzlies own the basketball to Jaren Jackson. Curling inside. Jackson's shot no good.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Lynn to Jaren Jackson. Runner here won't go down. Smith into the front court. Up 5. And he'll go to the foul line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Team foul number 3.
Zaire Smith at the line.
Number 8 to the line, shooting 2.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Substitution being made in this one.
Subbing in for the Philadelphia 76ers, number
Lynn to Jackson. Lynn to Rodney Hood. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Has a chance. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Tobias Harris is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 81% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. And he hits the second. And he hits all 3 free throws. Memphis, they've got it. Screen coming. Lynn to Valanciunas. And throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
The pass set it all up.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Lynn to Jaren Jackson. Nothing going here on that drive. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
Jonas Valanciunas sends it away. Lynn with it. His club's got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Nice finish at the rim.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Count the basket inside.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Short jumper off the mark. The follow won't go either. Lynn with it. Margins 8. To Valanciunas. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Tobias Harris has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Grizzlies at the controls right now. Here comes the screen. To Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas looking good. 4 for 5.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
End score. Strong take.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
4-3. Tobias Harris is going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it. Knocks down the second free throw. Off the mark. 2 for 3 on this trip. From long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The 76ers have the lead. Grizzlies get the first crack at it as we begin the fourth quarter. And Jay, remember, this was a tie game at halftime. The third quarter, that was disastrous.
Everything they did right in the first half, they're doing wrong in the third quarter. Now it's time to get back to what the first half mentality was, because it's time for the fourth quarter.
Here comes the screen. Shot by Crowder, no good.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
It's Grizzlies ball. Full throttle, right to the basket for the deuce.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Shot from the lane won't go. Jones with it. His guys down by 9. Burke with it. He'll run the offense. Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Here comes the screen. Short jumper misses. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Simmons driving, but a shot no good. Memphis with the rock. Grayson Allen to Kyle Anderson. Here comes the screen. Ben Simmons tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Whistle and a timeout for Memphis. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
I know the fans didn't get a chance to hear this during the break, but the coaches are wearing a mic for the broadcast. I heard a lot of arguing inside the huddle. It lets you know that the intensity level is pretty high going into the fourth.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Stepping in for the Grizzlies, number 17.
To Jackson. Josh Jackson above the rim on that. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Trying to cash in. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Grizzlies own the basketball. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
How on earth are you going to let someone go coast to coast in a tight game like this?
Simmons to Richardson. Going to launch beyond the arc. That won't go. Josh Jackson. Ben Simmons with a piece.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Trying to take it all the way, but it's no good. Richardson, defended by Jackson. Lets it fly from long range. That's good D. Shot no good. Lays it up and in.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in and think you can get more at the rim.
Joel Embiid, now 3 for 9.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Grayson Allen. Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. Ooh, 5 now.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Lin. 5 to shoot to Jeremy Lin. Has a look. Won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short on the shot.
And he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Here's a chance from long range. Off the iron. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Richardson. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Lin with it. The deficit now up to 5. Screen coming. Lynn to Rodney Hood. Stuffs it down with authority.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
And here's an intentional foul. That's free throws. Clock stops with 13 seconds to play.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Has a chance. Shot by Lynn won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. The Sixers are victorious as they win a close one by 2. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers got the win in a nail-biter. No one should be surprised that we're highlighting all of the shots that were blocked in this contest. It's just amazing how one swat can fire up a team, and even their coach. The Grizzlies just couldn't close this one out. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Check out the leading scores for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense, but still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Simmons gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at the upcoming games for the Philadelphia 76ers. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.